Hi, here we are in Studio B at Signature Sound. This room is a much smaller room than the A room, and the acoustics in here are quite different. What we've done in this room is we've mic'd up a drum kit with only 4 microphones to kind of give you guys an illustration of another option you have for miking drums. It's obviously much more sparse. I believe we had close to 11 microphones in the other room. But we're just doing it with a kick drum, snare drum, and these 2 Sound Deluxe U95s to capture a picture of the entire kit. So let's really quickly go through the different microphones. First off, the kick drum, the bass drum, has an RE20 on it, which is considerably different kind of microphone than the Shure Beta 52 we used in the other room. On this particular setup, we are positioning the RE20 further away from the beater for a more open sound. The microphone is placed only about 2 inches inside the bass drum in order to get more of the tone and less of the beater impact. Since the RE20 has a large capsule, it allows us to capture large bass wavelengths. On the snare drum, aiming at the center of the top head, we're using the Shure SM57 to capture the direct sound. We do not have a microphone on the bottom head. However, we also have a Sound Deluxe U95 located about 4 feet to the right of the snare, and a second U95 positioned maybe 4 feet above the snare. The interesting thing about these mics is that they're almost exactly the same distance from the snare. If you were to hold a tape measure or a string, you'd notice that the center of the snare distance to here and the center of the snare to here is roughly the same distance. So that helps us be phase coherent and, of course, kind of keeps a good balance here with in terms of the whole kit's perspective. Let's solo out the kick drum and see what that sounds like first. Just the kick drum microphone. So let me go ahead and hit that. Let's check out the snare drum here. Just the snare drum microphone, just the SM57. And now I'm going to play a beat with just the Sound Deluxe U95s on. So that's just those 2 mics. Now, all the mics combined together sound like this. And that is our 4 microphone drum setup.